So we are continuing with lesson 19 of learning ASL, and here we are learning 3 adjective modulation. We're learning the adjective modulation of very, repeatedly, and continually, followed by vocabulary. You'll also have sentence examples and all that good stuff. So starting off first with the adjective modulation of very. Some adverbs are formed by changing the movement of the adjective. The movement added to adjectives to mean very has the following form. First one, the beginning of the sign has a hold which appears tense. Then there's a quick release. Note the facial adverb commonly used with the very modulation is shown below. So here we have just mad. And then here we have fast. Then here we have slow. So the modulation, the adjective modulation for very starts the beginning of a sign with a hold and then a quick release. And then an exaggeration of facial expressions will also be used also with the head moving also as shown in the pictures, right? So for mad, how would you sign very mad? You do it like that. You have fast, but for very fast, something like that. There's a hold and then a quick release. And then for slow versus very slow. Now the interesting thing is, for very slow, I have seen another variation where it's for very slow. I have seen both. Now we have some sentence examples. We have the building is old versus the building is very old. Right, so the building is old versus is very old. Right? You have a hold and then a quick release, as shown by the book.
Well, I appreciate that none of you did any serious.
Another way to sign very old that I have seen is the exaggeration of. You can do very old like that as well. Then here we have winter there, M-I-N-N, meaning Minnesota, is cold. So we're going to do very cold. Winter in Minnesota is very cold. And you can say her home, wow, small. So her house is very small, right? So the modulation will be small. So you're going to be, that's how small it's going to look like. And notice the facial expressions are exaggerated. Lips, the eyebrows. Let's see, we got other sentences. Blah, 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 blah. Well, this is a good one. Sentence number 7. Basketball player, he wow, tall. Right, so that basketball player, he's very tall. Right, there's a pause and then a quick release upward. Or both signs are tall. So I'm pretty sure you get it. Moving on to the next adjective modulation, which is repeatedly. The movement of some adjectives can be repeated to show the meaning of repeatedly. This movement is added to adjectives which describe a condition which starts, stops, and then starts again. Examples of these adjectives are a bunch of words. We have angry, sick, afraid, hurt, mad, blah, blah, blah. We have angry, so done repeatedly. We have sick, repeatedly. We have afraid. We have hurt, repeatedly. We have late, over and over and over again. We have noise, over and over again. We have wrong, over and over again. So here we have an example of mad, done one time, versus repeatedly, over and over again. We have wrong, one time versus over and over and over again. So that means that it stops and then it starts over and over and over and over and over. So here we have some sentence examples. I tell him repeatedly, but he's careless, right? So I tell him repeatedly, he's still careless repeatedly, right? So this is the sign for careless, which I recently learned because I was looking over lesson 19 and I saw the word careless and I totally forgot how to even sign that word. So I had to look it up, and that's how you sign careless. You can do it two-handed or one-handed. I saw both, but that's careless. And remember to use the facial expression. I told him repeatedly, meaning it's done with effort. So show the effort in your face, eyebrows down. Right? You're struggling. You've been telling him so many times, and yet he's still careless. So the careless is done foolishly. So stick out that tongue just a little bit. Right? He's still careless over and over again. Right? So then you have she mad. Like what's wrong? What's wrong with that? So she's mad over and over again, but why? What's wrong with her? Something like that. Football player, he hurt over and over and over again. So father worry, I late. Right? So the father, he's getting worried because I'm always arriving late. So father. Since don't know why, I sick. So I've been getting sick over and over, and I don't know why. So for a long time, I've been getting sick again and again, and I don't know why. We got more sentences, but I think you get it. So now, for the next one, we have adjective modulation continually. Adjectives can also be inflected to show the meaning of continually. This inflection is made by adding a circular movement. Examples of these adjectives are, we basically have the same list of words. You can have the word careful, but then if you want it continually, you add the circular motion like this. You have hurt, but if you're continually getting hurt, you add the circular motion of this. We have the other ones like wrong, done one time, done repeatedly, done continuously. You see the circular motion. We have the word sick. You get sick one time versus repeatedly versus continually. You have the circular motion. You have maybe frustrated one time, frustrated repeatedly versus continuously. There's a circular motion. These are all different modulations, different ways to show the same adjective, but to show a pattern, right? To show pattern, to show how many times it actually happens. It happens a lot. Water. Love it. Okay, so here we have some sentence examples. We have this. Awful he fall, break leg, and they fingerspeg leg, since hurt. Right? So it's terrible. He fell and broke his leg. Since then, it has hurt all the time. Right? So you have the sentence, his leg hurts versus his leg is hurting all the time. So that's what the continually is for. It's meaning that this pain is hurting literally all the time. So here we go. There we go. Let me sign it one more time. And then we have this one, like I, outside sit, look at people different. So basically, I like to sit outside and look how all the people are always different. They are all different all the time. So we have different versus different repeatedly versus differently continuously. They're all different. So, right? Something along those lines. You can do outside as the topic, so eyebrows up. Right? You could do it that way, but here it says like I. You could sign that. You could also sign I like. You could sign the outside as the topic, so you could start with that. There's different ways to sign this sentence, and they will all be correct. So party there with the line and the T, meaning it's a topic, so eyebrows up. She embarrassed all night. So I forgot how to sign embarrassed for a second. Brain fart. Let me try again. Embarrassed, right? So embarrassed one time, embarrassed over and over, and embarrassed continuously is just, exaggerate the arm motions. So here we go. Wait, I'm doing this and you don't have to. It's just this. All night. Go like this. All night. So embarrassed continuously, and you show it in the face. You have to show that you're embarrassed. And then you say the next sentence, sentence 3 is I don't know, seem I wrong? I don't know why, but it seems like I'm always wrong. I'm always wrong and I don't know why. Something along those lines. And here we have sentence 5, aunt sick, and the sick has the underline, so meaning that word is going to be done continuously. Sick, wrong, lost job. And interestingly enough, they're using wrong as, we learned this earlier. That wrong means if something sudden is happening. I can't really find it right now, but we learned it earlier. There's a specific word for the use of this wrong. It's supposed to mean all of a sudden it happened, out of the blue. Suddenly she lost her job. That's how we're using the word wrong. There's a specific word for that usage, but I forgot. I know we learned it earlier. So here we have aunt. They have the hashtag. They have this symbol right next to job. So meaning that is a lexicalized sign. Meaning it's not really fingerspelled. You could fingerspell it, but lexicalized meaning that there's a smooth motion, that it's so quick that the fingerspelled words becomes like its own fluid-like sign. This symbol means it's a lexicalized sign, and it's a smooth motion like that. So we have aunt sick. The aunt has been continuously sick, and then all of a sudden she loses her job. Like, sucks to be her. So let's sign the sentence one more time. It's this. Really fast. There are other lexicalized signs like dog. This is fingerspelled versus lexicalized. It's a fluid, quick motion that the individual letters kind of blend in together, becoming its own sign. That is called a lexicalized sign. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, we have sentence number 6, which is a pretty good sentence. All day, girl, mischievous. So this girl, literally all day, has been a brat, has been, mischievous, misbehaving, whatever word you want to use. Right, so we have mischievous, again and again and again versus continuously. So now, I'm pretty sure you get it. We can move on to vocabulary. Here we have action. I'll lower this so you can see better. Action or activities. We have afraid. We have apprehensive or guilty. That's the sign that they're showing me. I've never seen it like that because apprehensive and guilty, those are completely two different words. Guilty I've seen with the G like this. They're showing, from what I can see from the picture, it looks like a number 1 going like this. Remember, this is an old book, but I'm just showing you what I see. Back, as in the body part, back. You have blood. You have cause. I have also seen cause, like this, it causes or it causes. You have danger, dangerous, or threat, or even risk. You have dismiss, layoff, pardon, or excuse. So all of these could work. Its context is everything. So it's this. You have downstairs. You have each or every going like this. You have either, right? Either or, You have front. This could be front door. This could be front of a car. This could be front of the house, or just the front. You have goal, aim, objective, or even purpose. Guess, assume, or estimate. You have habit, custom, or just used to. I've also seen it like this. You could do it this way, or you could do it this way. I've also seen, specifically for the word used to, like this. I've seen all 3 versions. You have history. They do it this way, but I've also seen history done this way. You have imagine. This could also be imagine or suppose. I've also seen imagine like this. You have include, involve, or everything. Job. They show the lexicalized job. Judge, court, going like this, right? Like this, up, down. You have land. You have look for, search, or hunt. You have mischievous. You have ocean. No, I'm sorry, I'm doing that wrong. Ocean is this, with the waves. I was doing river. You have outdoors or outside. You could do it this way, or you could do it this way. I've seen it both. You have praise, commend, or applaud. You have prevent and block. This can also be used for protect or defend. It depends on context. Here we have proof, or even fact. Here we have river, right? So this is ocean showing the waves, and the river is like a trickling. Then we have rough. We have out of or depleted, meaning you ran out of something. You ran out of time, you ran out of food, you ran out of water. It could be you ran out of money, you ran out of. Silly or ridiculous. Suppose, right? So you could do this way, suppose or imagine. But this is also, they're doing it up here. They're doing it up here on the forehead. But you can also do if like this, or in suppose like this. You have suppress, restrain. Right? You could use all those different facial expressions, but meaning you have some sort of strong emotion, something like stirring up within you, but you have to keep it in. You have swallow. And this could be swallow for literally swallowing a pill or literally swallowing something. But it could also be, like swallowing your pride. Or, I was going to say something, then I decided to keep it in. I've seen it used in both contexts. Here we have temperature. Here we have tough. And then the last three words we have turn down or reject. We have upstairs. Then we have weigh, weight, or pound, like this. And there you go. So next will finally be lesson 20. And it is, lesson 20 is short, but you know me. But that's all I'm gonna do.